Hi there. Welcome to another video with Jumpstart Code. I want to talk about creating links on your web page. This is a very useful thing. To create a link, interestingly enough, the tag is an A tag. Usually most of these tags you can kind of tell by the tag what they are. For example, P is paragraph, UL for unordered list. So A is not quite as obvious. It's like an anchor. I don't know, not quite sure where that comes from, but it is A. Then we're starting to understand that sometimes there's information that we need to specify within the tag. And for a link, you have to specify the URL that you are linking to. And you do that with a property called href. Again, sometimes these properties are not easy to understand why that's what it is. This is why syntax is very important. And when in doubt, you should look up syntax and not guess. So let's make a simple link over here first and understand how we do this. So let's say I want to make a link. So I use an A tag. By the way, you see how I have some red going on here? That's because I haven't finished. Right now, as this is typed in, this is incomplete and there's errors in it. So sometimes you just have to wait and make sure until you type everything in. So let's make a link, href equals, I'm going to make it to W3 Schools, because that is a very useful place, right? So href, and we'll put here www.w3schools.com. And you notice my tag was closed, and I need some words because when you have a link, there's something that you click on. So I'll just put W3 Schools here. All right, so let's save this and let's refresh my page here. And we have that. And when I click on it, now this happens sometimes because you need to put, I need to put HTTP, I think it's an S, ://. So let us, I put the slashes in the wrong way. There we go. So let's save this. Let's go back to the page. Go back, refresh this page, and click it. So we just learned a lesson. You've got to make sure that your URL, when you are specifying this, is a complete URL. You need the HTTP part in front of it in order for this to work. So that's really common, that you do something and it doesn't quite work, and you've got to kind of do a little thinking and figure out what might be missing. All right, now you'll notice that this opened on the same page when I click on it in the same tab, and I can go back. Suppose I actually want to open it in a new tab, right? So there is an additional thing that I can specify in here called target equals, and you see it's kind of telling me what some of the options are, and the target for a new tab is blank. So again, that doesn't always kind of make total sense why these are the options, but we're going to use blank. Okay, so again, all of that is inside of this A tag. So let's save this, go back to here, click the link, and you see now it opened in another tab. So, you know, there's a way to do almost anything that you want to do. You just have to be clear about what it is that you want to do, right? If this is going to be part of a sentence, okay, so suppose what I want to say is I want to have a paragraph that says a very useful resource for learning HTML is, and then I'm going to have my W3 Schools link. So I am going to nest that inside of this. So instead of closing this P tag here, I'm going to close it here. Now I'm going to kind of change this a little bit so we can see a little clearer what's going on. So I've got my paragraph here. I've got some words. And then, but for these words right here, this is going to be a tag. So you can nest tags inside of other tags. So let's see how that makes a difference here. Right? So you can see here now, I can click on this. It opens up in another page, and I've got that. And if this text continued, more text, blah, 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 then you'll see that that link is inside of this paragraph, right? So that is the fundamentals of how to create a link. Again, it's an A tag. You specify the URL here. I'm going to show you in some additional videos how to click on an image instead of words. And so that's also a very useful thing that you can do in terms of setting up links. That'll be in the next video.